Steam gets a facelift!
And Capcom delivers a takedown.
This is Screenplay Every Other Day News. It's a little nippy in here as well, by the way. So if I get a little nippy,
oh, right.
That's why.
I looked straight to your nipples.
And you will too. It's Monday the 10th of July, I'm Nick.
And I'm Steph, and here's what we deemed newsworthy.
Steam may soon be getting a makeover. A Valve presentation at the Indigo conference seems to confirm that the Steam UI will be getting a refresh, along with changes to the way your games are displayed in your library. So first of all, before we start, I just want to take the temperature of the room. And like I've stated before, it's very cold. But off the top of the dome, what do you think about how Steam looks right now?
I mean, it's kind of been the same for a long time. I think everything deserves a good graphical refresh.
That is the thing.
From time to time.
That when you are looking, like I look at Steam probably more than any other application. And even though they've done tweaks here and there with the store, I'm like, let's just throw everything out and start again. Just because I'm bored. I need something new to stimulate me. I think the store's still a little bit cluttered. This is a problem that happens with like libraries that get heaps and heaps of games or applications.
Yeah.
Apple have this problem where it's like, how do you figure out what to promote and what to change here? And I think that the store's still like condensed and like there's lots going on there.
You know what I would really like? A more refined Netflix-like algorithm suggesting things to you. I get that it's like you've played platformers, so you might like these platformers.
Yep.
But like on Netflix, it's like you like films featuring a strong female lead. So here's some other
platformers with a strong female lead.
Yeah.
Just rows of like really specific categories.
Here, you like narrative games in which moral choice is this like the central mechanic.
That's actually, I would actually like that.
Yeah.
I think you're onto something.
It's a good idea.
It's a very good idea. Hopefully they do that. They say there's gonna be UI refresh on the store, and they're also changing the way that your library works. So your library, you'll be able to see games that have been updated recently, that your friends are playing, or that have events coming up. So I don't know what that is. I guess it highlights them or it puts them in little categories when they get changed or something. You can launch games that you've recently played. That sort of stuff sounds minor, but yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it'll piss a lot of people off because people don't like change, they fear it.
Oh, yeah.
But then everybody will come around when they realize it's so much better because it will be.
Exactly. After 2 weeks, everyone will be like, hey, Screenplay's a great name for a TV show about video games.
Moving on, and Capcom have taken down fan-sourced captions from a Japanese Ace Attorney game. The spin-off game, Dai Gyakuten Saiban, stars an ancestor of Phoenix Wright in feudal Japan and has not been released in English. Two fans of the game set up a YouTube channel featuring gameplay, which they've spent 8 months translating from Japanese and uploading the captions via YouTube subtitle service. Last month, however, Capcom moved to have the videos taken down. Just seems so mean, doesn't it?
8 months. 8 months of possibly the most boring work ever, translating. Come on!
And they even went out of their way to make sure none of the videos had monetization on them or anything like that. They were literally just trying to give something to the people because they enjoyed the game so much. And it sounds awesome. Feudal Japan? Ace Attorney?
Yeah, I want to see how the courts worked back in feudal Japan.
Yeah.
I will not take this out of big corporations.
The man.
The man, but in this instance, it's like the internet still doesn't learn that people who run these companies do not want you to futz with their games.
Futz?
Futz. It's just like this is the Nintendo thing all over again. And even though I think this is such a beautiful thing, it's like, oh, 8 months. I kind of see this coming, putting up all the full gameplay on your own YouTube channel. It's very disappointing though.
The interesting thing is that this was like manually discovered as well. It wasn't caught up in some of the automated copyright system. So somebody has like ratted them out, or they have one of their Capcom lawyers who just whole job is to just like troll through YouTube looking for potential infringements and has been like, these suckers don't know what's gonna hit them now.
There's a narc out there.
Yeah,
and I bet they're watching,
so,
hoping that we trip up as well.
So they've filed a counterclaim, and in spite of all this, they still plan to go ahead and translate the sequel.
I guess from Capcom's perspective, they're going, if we were to, translate these and release these in English versions, then the people, the hardcore audience who would want to play them have already watched them on YouTube. But come on, that hardcore audience want to hold it and play it themselves.
Yeah,
so,
totally.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in you, Capcom. Again. In other news. The Hearthstone Spring Championship was held in Shanghai over the weekend, so that was my 2 days sorted. Australian Citizen Napper and almost Australian New Zealander Mage both didn't make it past the quarterfinals, but lots of great matches were had, with Danish player Hoy taking out the top spot. The Dane, Steph. You speak Danish?
I do. Yeah. Staying with CCG's, Fable Fortune has been delayed. The CCG set in Rare's astoundingly British fantasy world was due to launch this week, but has been pushed back to the 25th of July on all platforms. According to game producer Luke Borrett, the delay was caused by an administration hiccup, which means it's probably entirely Luke's fault. Get it together, Luke.
Yeah. A data miner has found 54 new items in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds that have yet to surface in-game, including a spacesuit, some baller leather jackets, and a poison apple which has been filed in the game under grenade. These may just be placeholder items, but I hope not, because if I can't throw an apple at someone and blow them up, then I don't know if I understand video games anymore.
Fallout 4 is being hit with a lawsuit over their use of Dion DiMucci's The Wanderer. The song featured heavily in the promotion of the game, but DiMucci is suing because he was never given the chance to approve the content. He's asking for the ads to be taken down and $1 million in damages. I can't remember the song The Wanderer. Will, can you play a bit? Wait, stop! The lawyers.
And Star Citizen, the video game equivalent of Mother's collectible ceramic horse heads, which Nikki can look at but must never touch, has released a new video instead of the game. The latest Around the Verse clip focuses on the procedural generation the game uses to create planets. They look stunning and enormous, and I can't wait for my grandson to wait in line for the game's midnight launch.
Well, that's it for today's news, except it isn't, because now it's time to announce the winners of our weekly Photoshop competition.
Yay!
On our TV show last Thursday, we asked you to Photoshop this picture of us to make us Overwatch characters. And once again, we saw some smashing entries. This week, up for grabs are 2 double passes to the Sydney Overwatch World Cup stop, thanks to the real heroes, St. George Bank.
Well plugged, Stephanie. Now, we got to pick 2 winners this week, but that also meant we got some runners-up. You didn't get play of the game, but let's see how you did. How you did was lost, but you know, teamwork?
First up is this one from Jason Salame, with me as Lucio saying, Winston, how's it hanging?
And me as Winston. And apparently it's hanging pretty good by my facial expression. I like the fact that he nailed your braids.
Yeah, and I like the fact that I've kind of got this mullet going on because I have the Lucio braids and my actual hair, just rocking them both at the same time.
It works.
Party on the top and on the bottom.
It's too much party. The second runner-up is Justin Johnston. I like this one. So I'm Hanzo.
Yes.
And you're Tracer.
Yeah.
And you're in the middle of something, but then...
well, I'm distracted by some pretty kitties.
I don't know, are the kitties actually in the Photoshop?
They're off screen.
Off-screen kitties. I thought that at first when I looked at this, I thought you were distracted because it looked like screenplay was playing on the TV.
Ah.
But again, cats.
No, it's the kitties.
All right, so those are the runners-up, but there, of course, could only be one winner, except for this week, when there were 2!
And the winners! Our first winner is Laurie Edlin, who's photoshopped me as May. Nick, as Hanzo, has invaded my ice palace. You can see it's my home because it's made of ice and it's got pictures of me on the walls and a snowball stash.
Yeah, and I like she's kept in the little Reinhardt there on the right-hand side, the curtains of the room, and there's a lot of depth going on here.
It's
and
awesome.
There was even a little story that says I got frozen because I came in where it clearly said no trespassing.
No trespassing, and so you got frozen good.
Why are your eyes red when you freeze everything?
Because that's just, I'm like an ice demon from hell.
Interesting.
And the second winner, it's Jeff Perks.
Jeff Perks, your perk going to the Overwatch World Cup stop, Jeff. Now look, I'm just gonna come out and say it. This is not the most elegant Photoshop I've ever seen.
No, they haven't made use of the wide variety of skills that Laurie has with her amazing artwork. This is more, I would say, for
concept,
ingenuity of concept.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a Roadhog here. My face is his tattoo, but my favorite part of this is your face, which is completely covered, but we still know it's you.
I just like, for me, there's something a bit like Doctor Who weird villain about your face being stretched so large over that, or what's the Mars movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger where he goes,
Total Recall.
Total Recall. That looks like that's happened to your face because of Mars.
That's true, Mars did that to me. Do you actually have that tattoo?
I do not.
All right.
But I would consider it if you paid me lots of money.
Let's see how this year goes. Once again, big congrats to Laurie and Jeff. We'll be in contact to get you your tickets, so keep an eye on your socials.
That's it for today's news, but get excited for everything coming up this week. This past weekend, we were at Z-Town slaying zombies and meeting some of you, so you'll be seeing that on the TV show this week, 10 PM on 7 Mate.
And this afternoon, you need things to play. I can't help you with that, but I can help you with what you will be soon playing with our Soon Play video. It's gonna be on YouTube, Facebook, where all good video is given away for free. Not Vimeo though.
Also, important. There'll be a graphic saying important.
No, there won't. It'll just be our hands. We can't afford that.
It's a graphic. This week, from now on, our Twitch streams will be on Tuesday. So that's our gameplay Twitch streams like Domina, like Gwent, like Blue Screening.
All the classics.
All the classics. We're doing that on Tuesday from now on, so that'll be 4 to 6 p.m. tomorrow starting.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
The other day that has a T at the beginning of it. Yes, that's right. All right, that's it for today. I'm Nick.
I'm Steph.
And we'll see you every weekday for the rest of your lives.
We're going out with this video of a super portable Wii that someone made.
Yeah, I guess they didn't get the memo about the Switch. So this is pretty much the total amount of content Destiny Retail had. Boom goes the dynamite! Ooh! Gotta come back now.
What is this, actually? Like, what are you doing there? Are you, like, fanning your voice to make it louder?
I'm not sure. I see people do this.